Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Coaching Couch with Yvonne Lorraine from Innovative Visions. And I'd like to introduce my special guest, Sharon Taylor with the Business Vision and Development Center. Hello, Sharon. Welcome.
Hi, Yvonne. So glad I'm here for my weekly session with you. What are we going to talk about today, Yvonne?
Yes, so we are going to have one of those discussions that, we don't like to talk about it too much because a lot of times we have had to deal with someone being deceitful in a relationship. And, when we've had those type of situations in a relationship, it's very hard for some of us to trust again.
You got that right, Yvonne. Say that one more time. What you say?
Very hard to trust again once someone has been deceitful in the relationship. So we're going to start off with the beginning of the story as, yes, we get in a relationship. We expect for both people to be honest with each other. We want to be able to trust each other. But as we are aware, Sharon, there are times where somebody is really, in our mindset, no longer trustworthy.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So the problem with it is that person that is no longer trustworthy may have damaged the other person to feel as if they can no longer trust anybody.
You know, that's more times than not, Yvonne. More times than not.
Yes. So that's why we want to talk about it today, Sharon, because I want people to realize that, yes, you can trust again, because if we don't allow ourselves to trust again, we are really self-sabotaging relationships before they even have a fair chance.
Right. We go right into it with a distrustful, suspicious attitude, looking, waiting for the other shoe to drop.
You said it all right there, Sharon. We checking cell phones. Every time the phone ring, we wondering. Look, we wonder who on the other end, not good. And that person does not even deserve that.
I was going to say that, and they are just innocent, but sometimes, but innocent bystanders in your craziness.
In our own craziness, you're right. And, and why was that? So that is because, Sharon, when the situation happened, we did not do the work within ourselves. So therefore, it's easy to take that into the next relationship. And that's why it's so important. If you want to be able to trust again, it's possible, but you have to do your work so that you can be right within yourself and so that you're not so sensitive or get rid of them insecurities that you have, gained or attached yourself to. You can't take that into a new relationship.
Yeah. I've learned I am not a snooper.
Mm-hmm.
Because somebody, way back in the 60s said, if you go looking for something, you're going to find something. And I have also found that if something is going on, God is going to reveal it to you. So I just try to go about without that suspicious mindset. But we are human. And you see your guy or your girl talking to somebody over there, you be like, oh, what the hell is going on? You storming across the room, come to find out, here's this cousin that just flew in.
Jumping to conclusions. All because we ain't trusting nobody for real.
You following cars in the middle of the night, peeping in windows, jumping out of bushes. Not me. I'm
say we doing all that. if we doing all that, just know.
It's time
Trust
to leave
me.
that alone.
Look, if we doing all of that, we definitely need to spend some time working on self because
We need to spend some time on the coaching couch.
for sure. Yes.
We need that 1 year session.
Yes, because that is definitely a red flag.
Oh my God. Go ahead, Yvonne. Go ahead.
Yes, but Sharon, when we talk about this, we talk about the relationship, we're talking about other areas that can impact as well as a relationship. So even in intimacy, it can impact that because now that you have not allowed yourself to work through what you needed to so that you can trust again, and now you're trying to be intimate with someone knowing that you have not done the work yet. And when you don't do the work, so now you're taking in, you may be just struggling within yourself. You might not even tell a person.
Right,
The person
right.
doesn't even have to recognize this. This is all internal struggle.
Yes, yes, yes.
Look, now we dealing with some other issues that again, it doesn't have anything to do with that person.
It's the domino effect. You can't even give yourself freely to somebody else because you're so scared that something may happen that happened 10 relationships ago. And you keep going in that cycle of never giving a relationship a chance.
That is so, so true, Sharon. So if we can't trust someone, then guess what? It's definitely going to be hard to love someone. So there we go again, setting ourselves up to not even give ourselves a chance. And if you think about it, some people, we kind of know people, we've seen people who've been in relationships who had a problem and they no longer trust anybody. Yes. And they try to tell themselves they okay by themselves.
Yeah.
Okay, some people might be okay by themselves without a companionship, but you're not okay with internal. I'm sorry, unless you have definitely done the work.
And we were not put on earth to be alone. We were put on earth to love and be loved.
Yes, and that is a lonely trip. And guess what? When we talk about the relationship, Sharon, like we've said before, it could be the relationship at the job. It could be something that has happened on the job. And now you don't trust the person that you've been working for because they have been exposed.
Yes.
Right? And even then, what we have to realize is that we always have a choice. I'm going to say choose you first. So if it's a on the job situation, if you can, you learn to separate yourself. But if you work for the person and you need the job until you can do better, what you do, you take note and you understand what it is that's taking place. What you don't do is take that into the next job, right? And be acting like you're going in with a defense because now you're trying to avoid the same situation. We cannot do that.
You hit that nail on the head. And what I really glean from that is it really is an internal thing because we're going to be hurt. There is no way to avoid it. So how you deal with it,
yes,
overall is how you're going to deal with it into the next thing. It may not show itself the same way, but trust is something, you got to trust yourself to also know that I can get through this and I can learn to love again, trust again, and not put this on someone else. Did I get that right, Yvonne?
You did. I'm so proud of you, Sharon. You got that. Look, so I'm going to let you know there is only one. We can trust God. And we need to know that we can trust God and God will help us to trust again. And sometimes, Sharon, we put the mistake in putting all of our trust into man
Yes.
instead of trusting God first. So if you don't have that relationship, you might want to start there.
That's right. That's right, Yvonne, because I talk to God like he's my best friend. We in the grocery store, what you think about
Yeah.
that? You know, it doesn't have people have, and I'm gonna get a little bit off topic. People have this perception that communicating with God has to be in a certain language, in a certain way, in a certain mannerism. Talk to him like that's your best friend, because it is.
Personal relationship
Thank
with
you.
God. Yeah.
Thank you. And trust that he will get you through, and
Always.
trust that it's a journey and not a destination.
Yes. And trust that God has your best interest at hand.
He got your
Always.
back.
Yes.
Got your back.
Even when we don't understand, Sharon, and if it doesn't look like it. So trust God first. Learn to trust yourself again so that you can open your heart and be able to trust others. That's the whole message wrapped up in the nutshell.
I thank you, Yvonne.
Thank you, Sharon. So, if anybody out there would like to work through your trust issues, whether they have come from childhood issues, adulthood issues, I am Yvonne Lorraine. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram, or you can email me at IamYvonneLorraine@gmail.com. And Sharon, where can we find you as well?
Well, you can find me on all social media platforms at the Business Vision and Development Center, the BVD Center. Check out our YouTube channel, the Business Vision and Development Center. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you again on the coaching couch next week.
Yes, bye.